Okay, so I'm picking up on some new energy coming from this platform. So it's been a while since I've been on this platform. It's very purposeful, my in and out. So I'm being called to do a reading. Okay, so it's like, I don't know, I heard somebody say I'm funny, but I'm really not funny. Okay, I don't know what the fuck that means. I'm funny, but I'm really not funny. Okay. So that just kind of tells me that the way that somebody's humor is set up, it's like most people don't get where their humor is stemming from. It's actually stemming from a very disturbed place. But, some people, they learn how to alchemize their disturbance through humor. Okay. I'm the type of person to where I have to deal with my disturbance through creativity. Okay. So let's see what you got going on here. What are the messages? For whomever you may concern, for whomever it may concern. I pick up too, motherfuckers think that they know you, but they really don't know you. But I feel like you're a good sport about it. It's kind of like, if you can see me, then you can really see me. You're going to be able to see through what you see from me on the surface. So that says a lot about your confidence. You don't care how you portray yourself, who people see you to be, what they think of you. It's kind of like, it's almost like some type of defense tactic, because if people like don't like what they see from you, it's kind of like you're weeding them out. You know what I'm saying? Like people who fuck with you and they fuck with you on 1,000, they're going to be able to see you. They're going to be able to see who you truly are, like your spirit and your soul. They're not going to be on no dumb shit to where they just go off of the surface of you. So, you're kind of like an onion. Okay, so I got a vision of Shrek. Okay, so I don't know, maybe you like Shrek. You know, there is something romantic about you. There's something very romantic about you, actually. So, I think that I think to most people, you come off complex. It's hard for motherfuckers to understand you, but you're not for everybody. But your personality may attract a lot of people. Okay, so it's like extrovert, introvert. Um, Damn, I forgot what I was picking up on. um, so we was talking about Shrek. Well, you know how, well, okay, so most people, we grow up watching the Disney films. It romanticizes a lot of things, but it's kind of like your Disney romance is Shrek. Okay. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Okay. I fuck with it. I fuck with it. I fuck with that. Okay, so okay. In the position of your crown, um, you have the temperance. Okay, so you're in alignment. You're in alignment with who you are. God is telling you to be still. Okay, so you're about to receive some type of enlightenment, or you have been enlightened. But I mean, it's going to represent, um, you know what I just picked up? Because temperance represents earth angel. It's kind of like you don't really care what people see from you, because if you're an earth angel, you know that other earth angels will be able to see through you and not on the surface of you. Okay, so that's where your confidence comes from. Okay, like knowing who you are. Then at the same time, you are in alignment with yourself and you know that. Okay, so who you are in spirit is who you are on the ground. That's who you are in person. Okay, but like I said, you're like an onion. You do have layers. Okay, so, the shallow aspect of you, that's who you are. What you see is what you get. But there's also more to you beneath the surface, like maybe behind closed doors or some shit. Maybe you come off like someone to where, like maybe you're silly or something, and people think or they assume, like, because you're so silly, like you're dumb or something, or you're easy to get over on, or, people, they love you, but they hate you at the same time. They love that you make them feel good, but I don't know. This shit is real tricky. Maybe you shine with the temperance, you shine bright. You know that you shine bright. So with that bright light, you have a tendency to aggravate like other people's demons. Okay. So let's get, I see you have some type of manifestation here. You got a lot of past situations going on. I think that it has something to do with a woman. So are you a man? So you're a man and you're dealing with this woman. So This woman, she wears rose-colored glasses. She's very dependent emotionally. She doesn't say how she feels, so she could be like very emotionally manipulating. She could be a little fussy too. She may even have a bit of a habit with the drink. You know what I'm saying? It kind of fucks with her moods. It kind of keeps her in a depressive state. But I mean, it's kind of like she's not an alcoholic. It's kind of like her life may be like festive, to where there's something going on. There's always a reason to party. There's always a reason to celebrate something. Rather that's in her mind, or rather that shit is actually happening. Okay. Because I don't see her as somebody who sits at home and just drinks. It's kind of like she has to be around other people in order to drink, but she liked drinking. So she's always around other people, and she's always drinking, and she's always around other people who drink. Okay. So she hasn't been consistent within her responsibilities. She hasn't been taking care of herself neither. She has not been practicing her self-love, her self-care. This woman is totally not focused within her life or on herself. So if you're wondering if somebody else has her attention, they absolutely do. Okay. So if you're, wondering or going through things like in relationships or something, it's like she's escaping. She doesn't, if this is a relationship, she doesn't want to be with you. She doesn't want to be there. You know, all she can really think about is like having a good time. Like she loves putting on a different personality for different people. Like I pick up that I'm seeing what you're seeing from her. It's kind of weird. It's just like, why is she so fake? Like, why does it's like she has identity issues, right? Like she doesn't know who she is. Like maybe she goes on social media, and she may find somebody that she likes, a woman maybe that she is inspired by, and you notice how she tries to take on that person's personality or something like that. Like it looks real strange to you. Like you're starting to realize like something may really be wrong with her. Okay. But I'm gonna tell you, women can be complex to their emotions. She don't want to be with you. Emotionally, she's tapped out. Mentally, she's tapped out with the Ten of Wands in reverse. She, like you're overwhelming her. She may have a lot of responsibilities, or you put a lot of responsibility or pressure on her. You know, so it's like she's just really not feeling it. She tried to play mind games, but she can't play mind games. I think that something came out about her past or about her exes. Okay, like she's still thinking about the past. It's just like, girl, why are you still thinking about the past when we're in a whole relationship? Y'all probably been together for a while, you know. So I hear that she wants somebody from her past. So that's what I pick up. Okay, and it's like she can't get over it. I think that she did something to the point to where she can't go back to the past, but she wants to. Okay, so I'm sorry to say, but it's kind of like being with you is like makes her realize how good she had it before you with the person she was with. I tell you, she got something going on with identity issues. You who you got in the relationship is not who the last person got in the relationship. It's kind of like she adapts her personality. It's like everything about her, it revolves around a man. It's all about a man. Her identity is about fitting the man that she chooses, like being the type of woman that he wants her to be, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So, I mean, this could be the past, and it's like she's still up to her same shenanigans. You see that shit has not changed with her. She's still up to the same old, same old. Okay, so you have inspiration, which is also the Ace of Pentacles here. So this is the only card that you have on the board. So, you're stepping into a new beginning, and this new beginning is one that is like soulful and full of depth. Like I said, people see something from you on the surface, but I think that it has a lot to do with your comfortability with somebody and your trust in somebody too. Okay. Um, But your new beginning, I mean, it could be a manifestation, like maybe you manifested something or you manifested someone. But, this is a new beginning. Like there's a new way that you are creating and receiving financial stability. You may receive some kind of gift. Okay. But this new beginning has a lot to do with depth and substance. So it's more rich. It's more soulful. It's more fulfilling. It's like heartfelt. You physically feel it in your heart. Maybe you had some type of heart activation. Okay. Sometimes you, okay, so when it was 2 days before my grandmother died, I had a heart activation. It felt like somebody was holding my heart and caressing my heart. Then when I got the news about my grandmother, I didn't feel anything. Like I didn't feel any sadness. You know, like, I don't know how to explain it. When your energy, when your DNA is angelic, when you're out of this world, you don't necessarily go through the things that humans go through. You don't necessarily feel certain emotions that other human beings feel. Yes, you can, but when you are an earth angel, your energy, it vibrates. Like, this atmosphere is too dense, but you can't help who you are. So, to where most people, sometimes they deal with jealousy, sometimes they deal with envy, sometimes they deal with the lion spirit. They're very spiteful, hidden animosity, they're not creating any type of happiness for themselves. Like, they deal with those lower feelings and all that type of stuff. Feelings create actions. So, they say stuff, they do stuff. Like, you don't deal with that. It's not to say that you can't empathize or you don't understand, but you, as an earth angel, in order for you to get to this energy, you didn't get that by being liked by people. Do you understand what I'm saying? You had some real trials and tribulations in order to wake up to the truth of who you are in spirit. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. That's where your confidence comes from when it comes to dealing with other people, because it's just like, who's for you is really going to see you, and you know who's not for you, they're just gonna judge you, feel some kind of way, blah blah blah. Even if somebody gets you, they accept you, even if they have a problem with you, they know how to talk about it. They don't just keep it in their head and just develop all of this resentment and animosity, and then later on they're doing like stupid shit behind your back. You know what I'm saying? Like, people address real recognize real. So, you know your real connections, your real friends, these people, they want to address shit. They don't have anything to hide. People think of angels to be soft and angelic, but no. When you have to live and deal with human beings, like, you can't be soft. That's where they get that shit fucked up at. Angels are warriors, they are protectors, they are guides. So, you know but anyway, I do feel like there is a deity that is waking up through you. So if you notice like you're super thirsty, you're going to want to drink. If you find yourself being hungry or hungrier than normal, you're going to want to eat. If you're worried about the weight, when the deity is finished working with you, through you, you will lose the weight. Your body, your DNA, you're not like a regular human. You do not have to go to the gym and pump iron to lose the weight. The way that your DNA is set up, it's like your body performs miracles. Everything about you is a miracle. So, to where in some cases and situations, people have to work harder than what you do in order to see certain results in their life. And this can cause for individuals to become resentful, envious, jealous, whatever. So this is what I'm saying. I can tell that you deal with a lot of that just by your energy. Okay, so there's something that you're going to be getting, and I heard this is just the beginning. This could be a house, this could be a car, this could be property, this could be unexpected money or something coming in here. But you've left the past behind. It's like you left people where they were, and they're still in that place. And some individuals, you may have left them on good terms, but they're things happen. Maybe things happen for you in your life and the truth of these people really came out. Or maybe because of whatever has happened in your life, people have turned on you due to the jealousy. Okay, so we about to wrap it up, and we about to end it there for this reading. Okay, so you have beautiful, good things to look forward to. So until the next time, we'll talk again. Thank you.